Hey, David Brewster here with New Brewster's Millions of Rants, and this is the slip and slide workout. And I did mention in the recent Aeolian Legato workout that I had some more exercises and warm-ups and workouts like this I was going to share. And this is yet another workout. And this one I've actually had for a long time, and I had to think about it. And I've had this for almost 24 years now. And the story, I'm going to kind of share this, but I had a student, 24 years ago, and he was massively into Tom Morello and Rage Against the Machine. And the reason I was able to kind of trace it back is the album Renegades came out in 2000, and this year that was 24 years ago. But anyway, the student was asking me about whammy pedals, and I didn't have one, and he'd never, even seen one. But I was talking to him about it, and I was like, yeah, you can set it, like maybe to go up an octave, or down an octave, or up a fifth, down a fifth, or whatever. And then I started showing him, like on the guitar, the way you can kind of mimic it. And then I stumbled upon this and I kind of dog-eared it, in my brain during his lesson because I was kind of showing him like shifting and sliding around to kind of mimic a whammy pedal. And then I stumbled on this exercise. After his lesson, I sat there in my room and I kind of fleshed this out. And I've had it ever since. It's a great workout. It's a great way to really wake up your hand. And it's going to involve finger independence, precise sliding and shifting on the fretboard. It's also going to toughen up your fingertips, and if you have some calluses that need a little toughening up, this is a great workout for that too. So anyway, here we go. The idea behind this is very simple, and I've discovered that a lot of the great exercises I've uncovered and worked on over the years are very simple. Like the concept or idea is very basic or easy to remember and kind of, run through. But it's the repetition and doing it over and over and over again. That's like the benefit from a lot of these warm-ups and exercises and workouts. So this idea, I'm going to basically start on the high E string. And we're going to start with your third finger there on the note A. And you're going to pick that note, add a little bit of vibrato, kind of grab the note, and then slide down an octave to the octave lower, and like that lower A, like this. Right? That high A to the low A. Then you're going to pick up this G with your index finger, grab that, add a little vibrato, and then slide that G up to the octave right there on the 15th fret, like that. So you're starting here, slide down to A, then grab this G, slide that up to the octave higher, G, then right there with your pinky, grab B with your pinky and grab that note with some vibrato. Grab that note, slide it down an octave to B right there with your pinky. And then grab this, A note again with now your middle finger and then slide that up to the octave once again. So slowly, it's like this. And then when you get back up to that A octave, I want you to switch back to your third finger again and pick it, and then you can repeat it like this. You can kind of connect it, and if you miss the note, like if you don't really hear the note after you extend it down to the octave, then maybe you're not quite sliding right. You can kind of improve your sliding, and that's really difficult actually, to slide that precise and perfectly right into those notes, and you're not coming up short or over going past the note. You're landing directly on the right note like that. And you can do that as many times as you want to. You can try going faster if you want to. But it's not really like a speed or a shred thing. You're really wanting to be accurate. You're also, like I mentioned, you're kind of, toughening up your calluses on your fingertips. And just kind of waking up your hand, using sliding and position shifting like that. So if you've ever studied with me before, you've been watching videos here on my channel, then you can probably guess what we're going to do next. And that was just fleshing the exercise out on the high E string, right? Like this. Right, now move to the B string and do the exact same thing. You can actually mimic the exact same movements and kind of targeting the same fretboard positions, but do it like this. Same concept. Just move to the B string, right? Now move to the G, right? Next string, D. Now move to the A string. Kind of flub that one up. Let's do it again. And I've noticed like the wound strings are more difficult for whatever reason. It seems like it would be easier because you have a bigger string, but it's actually more difficult. Now the low E string. Something like that, and you can definitely clean it up. You know, I was kind of flubbing my way through a few of those, but that's really just sharing the idea here. And I like working on this. Like, this is a good warm-up or exercise, like when you first wake up and pick up your guitar. You know, maybe you're half awake, half asleep. Maybe your hand's half awake and half asleep. And things like that. You know, it's kind of low impact. It's not shreddy. It's not crazy or stretchy or something really hard to do. It's pretty basic, you know, but you're using all your fret hand fingers. You're sliding, you're kind of waking up those fingertips like, hey, we're getting ready to do some work here. And that's a good workout for sure. All right, that's going to wrap this episode of Brewster's Millions of Rants with the slip and slide workout. And definitely it's a very easy and kind of low impact exercise. But I have noticed, you know, after running through that a few times, like after I wake up or I'm just kind of warming up my hands, it really does work. You know, it's one of those things where it's kind of a simple, kind of strange idea, but it actually does, you know, kind of deliver benefits and kind of boost your technique. And I like finding things like that, just something different, like a totally different approach or idea, or just some kind of physical challenge, you know, or obstacle course that you kind of run through on the fretboard. And whether it's bending or, you know, kind of pulling strings, sliding, legato, you know, string skipping or whatever it is, tapping and stuff, there's different, you know, ways you can kind of target certain techniques or certain things that you do on the guitar. And with this, obviously, it's precise sliding and shifting and targeting notes and, you know, kind of using your fingers independently and individually, not to mention the callus building too. So, you know, it definitely kind of attacks several different things in your technique and musical style at once, which that's a great exercise when you can hit multiple things, you know, just working on one workout or exercise. So anyway, leave some feedback and comments. Please subscribe to Nail Lessons, and I'll be back before you know with more content and material. And Happy New Year!